Alrighty guys, news is out. Have officially moved over to Wanaka for our second home. Flying in on the last day of the year, overlooking some massive mountains here on the way in, got me so pumped up for what lied ahead. Finishing the last day of the year and starting the new year. Had a very unexpected situation at customs where they went through my paraglider, had a bit of grass in it, left an apple in my bag. Absolutely stupid, but made it up for a beautiful run around Lake Howes. 8K loop, this one, kept it super cruisy, about 5-minute pace. My build back from injury is currently 3 runs per week, making sure I've got a day's rest in between with some progressive load as we go. Been spending a lot of time in the gym, as you'll see later in this video, and just making sure that I'm staying on top of my eating, which was part of the reason why I ended up injured in the first place, just underfueling, not getting enough micronutrients in as well. So, which I'll touch later on a video on a day of eating, which will be my next one. As you can see, absolutely beautiful spot through here. So just cruising around the lake, got a little bit warm, so got the shirt off. Also, I feel like you run a little bit faster with the shirt off as well, but that could just be my personal opinion. As far as an easy run, I think it still had about 120 meters elevation, so starting to bring in some hills, which is exciting as well. As you can see, the views are absolutely spectacular. This spot just stopped me in my tracks. Just a beautiful little single trail with water on either side. This is the moment I really realised how awesome this chapter of my life was going to be. A couple of stop-offs on the run. Again, finishing the year off 31st of December and starting a new year. I just wanted to take it all in and just be aware of my surroundings and take a bit of the pressure off. I always put a lot of pressure on myself as a athlete trying to high perform, and the big lesson I learnt was just take a step back and you love running. Worked my way into Queenstown. You can see I'm underneath a tree here, didn't have much of a view, so we moved it all along and then saw the most spectacular fireworks I'd seen for a long time. Just had a few moments where I couldn't really believe what was happening, but at the same time, there's been a year planning to do this, so been starting the morning just with the Bix, loading up, making sure I'm nice and hydrated. So this is just looking up right from town there, up towards the Remarkables. Beautiful ridgeline there. I'd love to run one day. Start the next day, just going for another jog, just around the lake. Kept it super cruisy. Been feeling really good. The temperature's been about 8 to 10 degrees in the morning and only with a high of 25. Just had to stop for this view, as if you couldn't stop and take that in. So that's a big part of this year. I'm a big fan of data, obviously, but, just don't stress about it as much. Funny story, ended up with a Range Rover as one of the only cars I could hire, and I'll sleep in a bivvy tent for the first couple of days. One guy asked me, what's going on, mate? Are you just one of those rich guys that loves to slum it just to see how it feels? But the truth of the matter is I just got given a Range Rover. Felt a little bit out of place driving around in that thing, but made the most of it. Beautiful swim, water temp, I don't know, I'm guessing 14 to 16 degrees. Worked our way across to Wanaka, so this is where we'll be based and set up. In terms of locations, for me, it's perfect. You've got paragliding right out the door. You've got 1,500 to 2,000 metre peaks right out the door. You've got beautiful gravel trails, it's easy run, and then you've just got views like this, which are just stunning. So this is probably about 6:30 in the morning, cruising down to the lake and just taking it in, looking up to Roy's Peak there, and that ridge line, the Skyline ridge line, which we ran across on our last camp. Big focus of my recovery has been a lot of time in the gym. So here I'm just warming up, doing some front squats, making sure we're getting good depth through there. It's about 40 kilos, making sure we're breaking that 90 degrees. Tons of core as well. So I'm going to touch on this a lot in my videos, but really making sure that my core's nice and strong, making sure we're getting good range of movement as well, and a ton of mobility. Is really important. Here, just opening up a little bit of space in the lower lumbar through there. I was getting a little bit of tightness coming back into training. So I've been working with a top physio, Paul, who I'll touch on a little bit later as well. Saturday, worked my way down to Parkrun. Being the first one of the year, it was super busy, but super cool. Not going to lie, it was hard to slow down. I was aiming to run 4:30 place and ended up running about 4:20, so not too far. I've had a big stack here, just trying to...
It's finished up. Parkrun. Easily the best parkrun I've ever done. Basically on trails like this the whole way. running around the beautiful lake. Look at that, are you kidding me? See the snow up top, so that's where I'll end up being running. But yeah, plan was 4:30s, tiny bit too fast. I was running with a group that I was catching up with, but felt, yeah, pretty comfy, even the heart rate said otherwise. Mechanics felt pretty good, but yeah, easily the best park run I've ever run on, maybe even just one of the best in the world. So I'll share some footage of it. Unreal morning, picture perfect day. Alrighty guys, get asked a bit what I eat. The last 2 and a bit months I've been working with a dietitian. Got a really good plan, probably the best my body's ever felt, probably looked as well. So this would be a standard breakfast for me right here. So we've got steak, rump steak there. We've got 2 eggs. I've slightly overcooked them, but they're boiled. And probably about 100 grams of broccoli there. We've got some sauerkraut, good for the gut. And then we've got some some tomato in there as well. So about 400 calories through there. And then we'll hydrate with our Bix in there. And then a Reaper. If you're not on this stuff, get on it. It's amazing for brain health and energy. So this would be my meal straight after training. Alrighty guys, so made it to the pool. Heated pool, but it's actually not that warm. So it's kind of nice. I'm not the biggest fan of heated pools. So yeah, today we're just going to do a 2K swim. Nice and easy. It's been a big week of training and moving over here. So yeah, that's us.
Tell you what I've realised, I'm a fast swimmer back home from my local pool, but here I'm medium at best, so going to be getting pushed in the pool pretty hard, which is exciting, keen for it.
Alrighty, so we just finished up at the pool, had about, 2 hours in the gym, mobility, doing some back, doing some upper body stuff. What else we do? Just a little bit of chest as well, and just finished up at the pool, far out. There's some good swimmers over here, so a lot of triathletes. Had some issues with my goggles getting started. Just kept getting water in 2 different pairs, which is super annoying. So I had to strap them to my face. You can see got some good rings. But yeah, I had to move myself in the medium lane, swimming at 134 to 136. Those guys swimming like 115. So 2 hours in the gym, probably about 40 minutes in the pool, sick pool. Still blows my mind what's around here. But that's pretty much the training log for the week. So Sunday's usually pretty cruisy for me at the moment. Yeah, probably 2.5 hours worth of training for the morning, obviously on the bike. So bike's just transport for now, no workouts really. And just how I get from A to B. So yeah, that's my training log, guys. If you like this, give us a like, give us a subscribe, share it. Would appreciate that. And we'll be doing one of these a week.
Alrighty, that wraps up our first week. Probably about 80k on the bike, about 30k's worth of running, adding in some extra hills, plenty of mobility. So probably doing a minimum of an hour a day, starting my morning before the gym and after the gym. If you like this, give us a follow, guys. Super keen to keep these coming. Any questions, just comment below. Please give us a like if you like the video, subscribe, share it with some friends, and I'll keep these running.